Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Rise and Grind Mastermind call. This call was started on September 8th to bring like-minded people together to get morning inspiration and motivation. This call actually was fashioned after the concept of the Mastermind group that was introduced by Napoleon Hill from his famous book, Think and Grow Rich. What that says is that no individual has sufficient experience, education, native ability, and knowledge to ensure the accumulation of great fortune without the cooperation of people. Okay, so the topic of this call today is going to be on focusing. So just talking about a little bit on focusing. Focusing, for most entrepreneurs, coming up with a great and brilliant idea is the very easy part of being an entrepreneur. However, the hard part is staying focused on it long enough to actually set it through to fruition. So today we're going to talk about that, talk about focusing and give you some easy steps to help you to focus. Focus has a great acronym that goes along with it that I always follow, and it's called Follow One Course Until Successful. That's a very great acronym, and that's something that I make sure that I always follow to keep me focused on the things we have to do. A lot of times when we're entrepreneurs, there's so many different tasks that will come into play, sometimes even your personal life or your family life that will infiltrate into the time that you have to do the things you need to do. But it's very important to stay focused and to take things and prioritize them. There's one great story or saying that I heard at a conference that I was at last week, and it's something that really spoke volumes to me. And the gentleman just took the information and compared it to making a margarita. So if you're going to make a margarita, typically we all know the ingredients that we will put in a margarita. And when we think of those ingredients, most people would say it would be tequila for sure. You will probably put the sour mix. You will have the salt around the rim. You also need a bartender or somebody that can make it together. But if you put all of those elements together, we know that at the end we're not going to be surprised that it tastes like a margarita. However, if we take that same recipe and we decide to throw in some extra ingredients, for example, if we throw in milk, when you actually do taste the margarita, of course, it's going to be nasty. It's not going to taste like a margarita. So that's kind of what we do when we're in business and we're in life. We take the recipe and what we know will lead us to success, but we get off focus and we throw in extra things into it. So one thing that he said really stuck out to me, and he said play only the notes in the song or only the notes that will create the song that you want to hear. And that's all about focusing, and that's very important for us to do, to play only the notes that will create the song that you want to hear. The key words in that saying is only. That means that if you have a goal to start your business and be very successful by the end of the year, then you want to focus on only the things that will help you be successful, not come in and take on other things that will take you off of course. So some of the key steps that I can say on focusing that will help you focus, I'm going to give you those at this moment. For one is focus on your priorities. You know, sit down the night before. It's very important to sit down the night before and write down the things that you want to prioritize for the next day. This will really help you to not bring in the extra things that has nothing to do with your goal. So focus on only your priorities and do those. The second step is focus on the end result. If you know your end result is going to be to have a $1 million company, then focus on that. So when things come into play, you'll say, okay, even though things aren't looking the way it needs to look, if I still focus on my end goal of being a millionaire or having this $1 million company, you'll understand that this is a long-term goal that will probably take you a little longer, and this will keep you on point. Also, focus on the present. Focus on today. We have bad days all the time. Yesterday it might have been something happened to where it makes you or it discourages you as far as what you're trying to do. However, today is a new day, so leave that in yesterday and use today as a new day to focus on the things that you really need to do. And also focus on your strengths. A lot of times we try to take on a lot of different things that's just not our strengths. Focus on the things that you know you're good at. Delegate the things that you're not good at. Someone else to do it. That'll really help us to cut down on the time that it takes us to get on our goals. Also on this call, I have Will Maybon. He's a great entrepreneur. He actually has a successful credit card processing business. He actually grew this business Just started it basically almost 2 years ago, and he's already brought it to success. So he has some things he wants to add also about focusing.
Well, I don't mean to correct you on the call, Shana, but thank you for introducing me. But now I've been doing this for actually 6 years now, and I've been on my own for 3 years. So I kind of learned what I was doing with another company, saw where I could improve upon my success, and so I became independent. But anyways, to touch on the topics of focus, everything you said was great. I can't really make it too much better, but I can add a few things. One thing that I believe business owners should do, or not even business owners, just people in general, whenever you have a goal, first of all, set the goal. And then in order to obtain the goal, you have to focus on that goal. And the one thing you have to do when focusing on that goal is you have to remove all distractions, not some, all distractions. Once you remove all distractions, then evaluate the things that have nothing to do with you obtaining your goal, but things you have to do in life. Obviously, taking care of the kids, going to the grocery store, cleaning, maybe you're in school, what have you. And then prioritize that stuff as well. And only let the things that are important make it back on your list. Once those things make it back on your list, then shift your gears back to the goal itself and start to do the same process with all the different things that you can do within trying to attain that goal. So you may be prospecting, you may be doing customer service, you may be doing bookkeeping, you may be doing marketing, you may be doing creative thinking, whatever the case may be, any aspect of what it is that you're doing to obtain your goal. Like Shana said, focus on your strengths, delegate your weaknesses, but reduce your load to something that you can easily manage first. You shouldn't come out the gates trying to do everything. Focus on the part that is most important. Like, for example, in my industry, marketing is not as big as it would be in some other industries. And although you can never forego marketing is just not one of those things that is as important in my industry. So for me to put all my time into marketing would seem foolish. It can be because it may not be the most important thing, but because all the other things are working so well, it's like, look, let me now focus on my marketing piece. Let me forget about the sales, for example. We have a well-oiled machine. We'll produce the sales. We have somebody in place focusing on the customer service and tech support. We don't have anyone focusing on marketing right now. So I remove everything from my plate, and I just focus on marketing. It's not the best part of my business. It's not the part that generates the most revenue, but it's the part that has the most lack right now. And so I just take everything off my plate, and I focus on this piece. By the end of the year, the goal is to just focus on marketing until the end of 2016. The end of 2016, then we will reevaluate, see if marketing has improved, see if our business has benefited from the time spent in the marketing department. If not, we'll put that to the wayside, and we'll start focusing on the other aspects that actually is helping our company grow. But right now, we've done all those things. We've compartmentalized all those different departments, and they're running very well now. So now the time is to focus on marketing. So I just say, whenever you're trying to be successful in life, find a goal, just focus on that goal, remove all distractions, professional and personal. Sit back, reevaluate the personal, allow the personal to come back into your life in order of importance, and then shift your focus back to business and do the same thing. Prioritize what's important and let it slowly but surely come back into your existence. So that's my piece on focusing. I hope it does something for someone. And again, thank you, Shana, for allowing me to be on this call. And it does something for me whenever I hear you guys speak. And I think it's important that people tune in to like-minded individuals. So, again, thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Will. That was great information. And, again, I also hope that the information that everyone heard today will actually help them in their business, in their personal life, and just help them have the best life possible. So with that, I'm going to begin to end this call. I just asked everybody to say your daily affirmations every day, starting with I am, Say I am. If your goal is to be a millionaire, say I am a millionaire. I am successful. I am great. I am spiritual. I am a Christian. Whatever it is you have, speak those things into your life. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to this call, and have a great and prosperous day. Bye-bye.